I've wanted to start featuring SoCal E92 M3 builds, and I got the homie with us and his E92, so he's going to be starting off that little series. But as you can see, he has the coupe, hence the E92, and then you have my E90, which is the sedan. We're going to get the full build from his perspective, and he's also going to talk about his future plans.
What's up, guys? This is my car. This is my E92 M3. My name is Parsa Shabazian, and this is my baby. This is my fucking E92 M3, and I fucking love it, dude. My car before this was a BMW 530e, and I got that because I wanted to save gas. I wanted a fucking hybrid. I was getting gas like once every 3 weeks, and then my dad owns a car dealership, so he has access to all these fucking auctions, CarMax, AutoNation, all that good stuff. So I decided to, you know, just go one day with him on a Sunday, and I saw this thing in the back. It was just like hiding in the back, and I went to check it out. Obviously the key was already in there and everything, and when I started it up, it sounded insane. I was like, yo, this is the car I want. This is the car I want to get. And then I asked my dad, like, when is it running? He said it's gonna run tomorrow. I was like, all right, cool. Can you let me know what the price is? And if it's under 25, like, buy it for me and I'll, you know, give you the cash and everything. So come Monday, it ran at the auction. My dad called me. I was like, did you end up getting the car? And he jokingly said, no, it ran for 30,000. I was like, you shut the fuck up. No way that car ran for 30,000. And then no, he was like, nah, I'm just kidding. I got it for 20,000. And it had 80,000 miles. Straight up, just 80,000 miles. Nothing wrong with the car mechanically. All good. It was clean. And yeah, I took it home the next day, and I was just so fucking happy with it. And the amount of miles I put on this fucking car is kind of crazy. It's sitting at 92,000 miles. I bought the car back in April, so it's kind of a lot of miles I put on the car, but I don't give a fuck. This thing is fun to drive. Had no issues with this so far, and yeah, I have a lot of plans for this car besides what it's looking like right now. I mean, obviously there's just a lot of aesthetic things done to it. So we got the black satin wrap from 3M, we got the front carbon splitter. I got a carbon fiber trunk back there. I got BBS rims, which are my favorite fucking rims. They look fucking sick. And as well as these Penson tail lights that I got on Amazon for like $400. They look pretty cool. I mean, the red tail lights were cool, but these just gives it a different look. And then last thing is the Remus exhaust, which is just absolutely insane. It sounds nice and it's tame. It's not fucking crazy. Because before I took the muffler off and it was straight piped, it was super loud. I got state rep, and now I'm not getting in trouble anymore with the cops. Cops are leaving me alone. I used to own a lot of muscle cars, Dodge Chargers, Challengers. I had a Camaro ZL1 recently, and none of them compared to the handling of this car, especially when you go to the canyons and just fucking rip it. Like, I'm going 60 around these curves. In this car, it feels like 30. But in a Camaro, I feel like I'm gonna fucking drive off the cliff. I just love the build that I did. It's tame, but it's not like super out there. It's actually probably, I think, one of the cleanest E92 M3s out there. But a couple things that I don't like about this car: the brake dust. I clean this rim about 3 times a week, and it just collects brake dust like nobody's business. Another thing, I used to drive a hybrid car, so getting gas every, you know, two times a week in this car is kind of annoying, but I don't mind it. I got the money for it. So main thing is just to get this thing loud again. I want it to be extremely loud, so I'm gonna go get an X pipe. I'm gonna go get a tune. I just got to figure out what shop to go to. And then another thing I probably should have done like 5,000-6,000 miles ago is check the rod bearings. That's definitely something. And then I think the throttle actuator too, I haven't checked that, but that's not like life or death for me. But the rod bearings is something I really need to do, so I need to find a shop that checks on them, that specializes in these cars specifically. And other plans is just maintaining the car, just maintaining it as well as I can, and taking it to car shows and driving the shit out of it. That's pretty much my future with this car.
while since I've been in an E92. I think it's been more than a year. So this is interesting. This guy has a radar detector. He's lit.
You gotta have them, man. You gotta have them.
This dude be getting into trouble.
Dude, I mean, fucking the radar hasn't really helped. I've gotten 5 speeding tickets in this year. And they weren't even in this car, so that's my fault. I drive a couple of my friends' cars, you know, and they're a little fast, so if you're getting tickets in them. One of them has an Audi R8.
I think I saw that clip when you were chilling with your friend.
Yeah. See how quiet in the cab? It's quiet. Like,
yeah, it is quiet. Let's see how it is from like a stop.
Like, those downshifts used to be crazier back in like a month ago. Yeah, it sounds. I'm so glad I got this car.
Yeah.
Like, honestly, I cannot imagine myself in a Camaro, in a Challenger, Charger again. I've had a Mustang too.
We can turn right up here,
right,
just for a little bit more driving. Yeah. Just a little bit, not too much more. Well, anyways, so is this your favorite car that you've owned from what you've owned?
Yeah. So I've had almost. I think this is my 10th car.
Oh wow.
Out of all the 10 cars that I've owned, this is definitely by far my favorite.
Wow.
Yeah. I literally just used to, because my dad owns a car dealership, so I used to cycle through cars all the time. I'm like, I want this car, I want that car, I want, you know.
Yeah.
I just wanted to try out different cars. Mustangs, Camaros, Dodge, Challengers, Chargers. Those are the only cars I've really owned. Oh, I used to have a BMW 328i back in the day. That was my second car.
Yeah.
It was the M Sport package and everything. And
it's been left up there.
And it was the same body style as this car. So I kind of just wanted to revert back to that and just stop getting muscle cars, just getting a fucking BMW.
Yeah.
It's kind of like a more endearing car for me. I feel like it fits my personality more than the other cars.
Ooh, that was close, man. Alright, we can head back. Oh, yeah.
It like jerks you back. It's
yes,
so
yes.
Like, I know it doesn't have like a lot of horsepower or anything, like 400, but it's just so much fun to drive regardless. Like, I don't need a 800-900 horsepower car.
It's the character that the car has.
It is, exactly.
It's a high revving V8. It has some of the best induction and exhaust noises. And in the range of 20 to 30,000, I think this is one of the best like enthusiast cars you can get.
For sure.
Because you know, it's a V8 rear wheel drive. It's the only V8 M3. So yeah.
It is the only V8 M3, and I got the 2-door because it's the only 2-door M3 that like they don't make 2-door M3s anymore.
Yeah.
As far as I'm concerned, so
yeah, it's sedans only from the F80 onward, I think.
Yeah, so I feel like this car is gonna be a little more special to a car enthusiast in the future, maybe like 10 years down the line. So
yeah. You
we'll
think
see.
You think this is the kind of car you'll give to your child if
100%.
it stays around?
If it stays around, if I stop driving the crap out of it, then yeah. Because 12,000 miles in less than a year is kind of crazy, and but yeah, I feel like this is a car that I want to pass down to my kids. It's a great first car too. Honestly,
yeah,
it's not nothing crazy, but
I feel you.
Yeah, this thing's sick. I want to get a Alcantara steering wheel, but some people are telling me not to, just because the wear and tear on those fucking things. And then also, I wanted to get a supercharger maybe for this car from BF Engineering.
Yeah.
So
okay.
those things run about 7,000, but I don't know. I just don't know if it's worth it.
For the
or
price
not.
You got the car at, even with the 7,000, you would still be up because this car was hella cheap.
Yeah.
For what you got.
Yeah. People don't believe me when I say 20,000, but this thing was 20,000.
Wow. We have the two cars side by side. looking really good. I do like the wrap on the car. It's very nice, sleek, and it also would help if I got a wrap to, you know, cover up the imperfections, obviously the front bumper being the main one. But I really enjoyed seeing his build. I can't wait to see, you know, what he does in the future. I know he has to catch up on some maintenance and stuff like that, but once my car is in tip-top shape, I'm down to hit up an event with him. I just don't want to bring the car out when it's looking kind of rough, so we're gonna have to wait on that. But yeah, hopefully you guys enjoyed the video. Let me know which you prefer, the E92, which is the coupe, or the E90, which is the sedan. I personally think they're both great choices. The main reasons I chose the E90 was because it's a good amount rarer, and I do like the look of the E90 a little bit more, specifically the rear end. But yeah, both really good cars. If you're an enthusiast and you want to get into a car that's in like the 20 to 30,000 range, this is one of the best ones you can get, in my opinion. But obviously I'm a little biased.